Guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my makeup room. I'm Ankita, and obviously in today's video, as you can guess from the title, I'm gonna create 10 looks using one palette. Now obviously this thing is, this idea is inspired by my favorite creator Shreya Jain, and for today's video I'm gonna use this shadow palette. So Wet n Wild 10 pan shadow palette in the shade Comfort Zone. Now my main motive behind making this video and uploading this just before the festive season, just to give you the idea that how you can create multiple looks using one palette, like with your own palette, so you can follow the pattern instead of the colors. And if you have this shadow palette, then it's just a safe kiss. And yes, as I'm gonna show you 10 looks in one single video, I'm gonna rush through every sort of look. And also I have used kajal and eyeliner for one or two looks probably, because I truly believe an Indian woman who possesses some sort of eyeshadow palette obviously own one eyeliner and one kajal. And yes, I've used only black, nothing else, and some mascara. And please remember, I have primed my lid before every eye look, and also I have paired almost every look with falsies, because I am a falsie person. I love falsies. You can easily skip on falsies because falsies is not a must thing. So yeah, I think that's all I want to say. And please, I'm a little sorry for uploading this too late, like the festive season gonna start from tomorrow and I'm uploading this now today. So yes, without any more blabbering, let's get started. Now starting my first look with this transition shade, this light transition one, and I'm just gonna blend this on my crease, and I'm gonna build this up till I'm happy with the pigmentation. And after that, I'm gonna take this darker transition shade, another matte shade, and I'm just gonna put this just lower the first transition shade to create a gradient sort of thing. Then with a little bit of concealer, I'm just gonna cut my crease, but just the halfway of my crease. Then I'm gonna take this deep dark brown, although it has shimmer but it's not a very chunky shimmer. I'm just gonna put it to my outer corner and gonna blend it very slightly to my crease. After that, I'm gonna put this shade, this a silver sort of shade, but it has a golden flecks to it. It's a very beautiful shade. I'm just gonna put it in my lid portion, and yes, I'm gonna do my other eyes. And then for my lower lash line, I'm gonna put the darker transition shade first, and after that, to blend the darker transition, I'm gonna put the light transition a lower corner. I'm gonna put this particular shade to my inner corner and also a little bit in my brow bone. And I'm just gonna put up some falsies. You can skip on the falsies, but I just love falsies, that's why I've used this. And yes, this is my first look. Moving towards look number 2, which is a green hello eye. First, I'm just gonna take this light transition shade, putting on my crease, and then with the dark transition, I'm gonna do the same thing, blending it in my crease to create a nice transition. After that, I'm just gonna take this dark green shade and gonna stamp it in the outer and inner portion of my eyes, leaving a small space in between. Then I'm gonna take a concealer and I'm just gonna cut the middle portion of my eyes like this. And then from the palette, I'm taking this light green shade. I'm just gonna stamp it in the middle portion of my eyes. I know this can look a bit intimidating for now, but now I'm just gonna blend the edges of this and it's gonna look very smooth. For my lower lash line, I'm just gonna mix these two shades and I'm just gonna put it along my lower lash line. And after that, I'm just gonna take those two transition shade and I'm just gonna blend that into my lower lash line. And for my inner corner and my brow bone, I'm gonna apply this pale goldenish sort of shade. And yes, that's gonna be it. Just put up some falsies and I'm done. For my third look, I'm gonna do sultry smoky eye, and for that, first I'm just gonna tape the area of my eye shape, and it's gonna help me to figure out the eye shape I want. And after that, I'm just gonna take this dark transition shade and I'm gonna use it as an eyeliner sort of thing, yeah, from the outer corner towards the inner corner. And after that, taking that light transition shade, I'm just gonna buff it in my crease and also take a little bit to smudge that eyeliner that we made before. And after that, taking this dark chocolate brown shade with the help of an angular brush, I'm gonna draw a very thin line close to my upper lash line, just to darken it and intensifying a bit. And also I'm just gonna extend my inner corner like this much. After that, taking this goldeny sort of shade, I'm just gonna use this on my lid portion very gently like a wash of color, and it's time for the tape removal. And I was really shocked by the end result. I was not expecting that, and this was my first time actually using a tape. I was amazed and blown away. By the way, for my lower lash line, I'm just gonna take the darker transition shade and just gonna apply it on my outer 1/3 portion. And yes, that's gonna be my final finished look. Just love this look. This look has to be the most favorite look of mine among these 10 looks. For my fourth look, I'm gonna create a hello smoky eye, and for that, first I'm stamping this chocolate brown shade to both my inner and outer corner. And after that, I'm just gonna take this dark transition color and I'm just gonna blend this. And after that, I'm just gonna taking the light transition shade and I'm just gonna buff it even farther. And after that, I'm just gonna clean the middle portion of my eyes with a concealer. And after that, I'm just gonna take this shimmery shade and just gonna pat it in the portion where I've applied the concealer, basically in the middle. And after that, with the blending brush, I'm just gonna blend the edges to make it look more seamless and not harsh. For my lower lash line, I'm gonna do the same thing as my upper lash line, putting the deep chocolate brown shade to my inner corner and my outer corner of my lower lash line, and putting the shimmer in the middle, and also putting the same shimmer to my inner corners and my brow bone. And yes, that's gonna be my final finished look. Moving to my fourth look, that deep brown smoky eye. So for this look, I'm adding just a base or kajal, and I hope that every Indian woman possesses kajal. Like, who have one eyeshadow palette also have a kajal. That's why I've used this one. And after that, I have just placed this chocolate brown shade all over my lid space. And after that, to blend this shade, I'm gonna use this dark transition shade, and I'm just gonna blend this to my crease. For my lower lash line, I'm gonna again place the kajal and smudge it with the deep chocolate brown shade. And then for the inner corner and my brow bone, I'm just gonna use this rose gold shade from this palette. It's a very beautiful shade, and yes, that's gonna be my final finished look. And I have glammed up a lot for this look. I've just created, you know, that garba vibes kind of thing. I again really love this look, and I think you can create this look with any sort of outfit, either it's ethnic or western, just anything. Now, starting with look number 6, I'm first gonna apply this light transition shade to my crease, and after that, also gonna put the shade lower my lash line. And after that, I'm gonna take the darker transition shade and also I'm gonna put it to my crease just below the first shade, and also I'm just gonna apply this to my lower lash line. After that, I'm picking this dark chocolate brown shade, and again I'm just gonna place this to my crease so that a nice brown transition can go on my crease. After that, taking a bit of concealer, I'm just gonna cut my crease, and this time I'm gonna do a full cut crease look. And after that, on my outer corner of this cut crease, I'm just gonna apply this beautiful, the most gorgeous blue shade, and pat it very nicely on the outer corner of my eyes. And for the inner corner, again I'm gonna put this beautiful rose gold shade. It's a very beautiful shade. After that, for my inner corner and for my brow bone, I'm gonna use this golden highlighty sort of shade. And also I've used a little bit of eyeliner for this look, and yes, this is how my look has turned out. It's pretty unique and again very beautiful. You can carry this probably in the daytime and also in the night time. It's a nice fun little pop of color and I love it. Moving towards my 7th look, which is gonna be a very basic bronze look. For that, I'm gonna pick this bronze shade first, and after that this chocolate brown shade for my outer corner. And after that, taking this brown transition shade, I'm just gonna buff it in my crease. And after that, again the lighter transition to buff it even farther. And then I'm just gonna place a little bit of kajal close to my lower upper lash line, and I'm just gonna smudge it with the help of an angular brush just to give that smoky effect. Then I'm just gonna put this silver shade on top of my lid just to give it a bit of, shimmery touch. And for my lower lash line, first I'm placing this kajal and then also tight lining this. After that, I'm just gonna take the angular brush and I'm just gonna smudge it and place the bronze shade on top and also buff it further with those two transition colors. For my inner corner, I'm using this goldenish sort of shade, and yes, that's my final finished look. This look has a Bengali vibes in it and I love it. Now for this blue smoky look, I need some base. That's why I'm applying a kajal first, and then I'm just gonna smudge it with the help of a fluffy brush. And after that, I'm just gonna pick up this beautiful gorgeous blue shade and I'm just gonna pat it on my lid very, like strongly. And after that, I'm just gonna place this darker brown shade to my outer V, and also I'm just gonna blend this a little to my crease. And after that, taking a kajal, I'm tight lining my eyes and also putting that to my lower waterline. After that, taking this again darker transition color, I'm just gonna put it in my lower lash line, and after that with the light transition shade, I'm gonna buff it further. And then for my inner corner, I'm just gonna use this rose gold shade. It's a very very beautiful rose gold shade, and yes, this is the final finished look. I've paired this look with the sari, but you can just carry this look with whatever you want. Now for this subtle sweet green look, first I'm just gonna pat this green shade all over my lid, and after that, to buff the green into my crease, I'm using this light transition shade, and then with the darker transition, I'm gonna define my eye shape even a bit more. Then for my lower lash line, I'm just gonna mix this two transition shade and apply it along my lower lash line. And after that, for my outer V, I'm just gonna put this a deep dark green shade to give it a little bit more depth. And for my inner 1/3 portion of my lower lash line, I'm gonna use the same green that I've applied to my lid, and also this shimmer goldenish shade to my inner corner. And yes, that's my final finished look. It's a very sweet, very nice green eye look that I just love. Moving towards the last look, which is definitely gonna be a neutral look. So first I'm starting my eye makeup with this transition shade, the light transition one, and after that again taking the dark transition and putting that again onto my crease just below the first shade. And after that, I'm just gonna cut my crease again, the full crease this time, with a little bit of concealer. And on top of this lid space, I'm gonna apply this rose gold shade from this palette all over. Now on top of this, I'm just going to put this goldeny shade to give it that blinks that it deserves. And after that, also going to put the same shade towards the inner corner of my eyes and also to my brow bone. And after that, for my lower lash line, I'm just gonna put this gorgeous beautiful green shade with the help of an angular brush. I'm just gonna stamp it lower my lash line to give my lower lash line just that pop of color. And after that, taking this chocolate brown shade with an angular brush, I'm just gonna give a flick at the end, and also I'm gonna extend it into the inner corner. And this is how my look has turned out. So yes, that's conclude my this video using one palettes and creating 10 looks. Now trust me, it's not even near that amount of eye looks that you can create out of them. There's just so many that left from this palette. So yeah, if you can create any sort of look rather than this 10 eye look, I will highly suggest you to tag me on my social media. All my social media handles and the links will be given down below, so make sure to check that out. And yes, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Also comment, share and subscribe to my channel. I will see you in my next video. Till then, stay beautiful and keep spreading love. সকলকে শুভ শারদিয়া, সবাই সুস্থ থাকো, ভালো থাকো এবং আনন্দ করে দিনগুলি কাটাও এবং করোনার বিধিগুলো মানতে একদম ভুল করো না।